Who are the 144,000 in the book of Revelation? They are not Jewish prophets during the Great Tribulation period. No, if you've been taught that, you've been taught wrong. Today, you're going to find out who the 144,000 are. Now, first of all, the Bible tells us that John got this number because he heard the number. Notice verse 4. He says, and I heard their number. He did not see them, did he? He heard the number, and there he hears that there's 12,000 in each of the 12 tribes of Israel. However, it could not literally be Israel, since 10 of those tribes have been lost. You remember there were the northern tribes that got taken over by the Assyrian kingdom, and they eventually lost their religion and mixed with the pagans around them. And to this day, no one knows who are those 12 lost tribes. The only tribe that we understand is the tribe of Judah, and that's who Jews are. In fact, Jew is short for Judah. You understand? And of course, we do know Benjamin was also part of the tribe of Judah, for he joined with his brother Judah to form the southern tribe where David became king. My point is this: nowhere does the Bible tell us they're Jewish, but that they are from the tribes of Israel. Now, we know that he's not speaking literally, because we will never find out who the lost tribes of Israel are. And also, the tribe of Dan is missing. Why Dan? Because Dan meant serpent. And the picture that God wanted to convey here, it would not be a good picture if he included Dan as one of the tribes, since it meant a serpent. This is a holy tribe. This is a holy group of people. So let's find out, what does 144,000 mean? Please understand, the book of Revelation is given to us in symbolic form. You're not to take the numbers literally, but rather symbolically. So how do we come up with 144,000? Well, the vision before this one, he sees 12 or 24 elders. Now, how do we get 24 elders? 12 leaders of the tribe of Israel and 12 apostles. You take 12 and add 12, you have 24 elders. That is the foundation of the Church of Jesus Christ, the foundation of God's people from Old and New Testament. And that's the 24 elders. So the next vision is 144. It's the same principle. Notice he mentions 12,000 in each of the tribe. So the key number is 12. And how do you get 144? 12 times 12. Instead of adding 12 to make 24, you multiply it and you have 144,000. What he's saying is, this is the outreach. This is the multiplication of the original 12 or 24 elders as the church grew. In other words, the 144,000 is a symbolic number representing you. In other words, you are the 144,000, but it's not a literal number. Watch this. This is what some of you have never noticed. In verse 9, he says, and I looked, and there before me was a number that no one could count, from every language, from every tribe, not just the 12 tribes of Israel, not a little number. He says a number no one could count. So when he finally sees this group, it's not literally 12 Israelites or 12 tribes of Israel. It's now from every tribe, every people. He's speaking symbolically of God's people from every nation, tribe, language, race, you name it. And in other words, he's giving a picture of the Church of Jesus Christ. Now, look at the 144,000 and see if they don't represent you and I. First, they are sealed. Well, the book of Ephesians says we have been sealed with the promise of the Holy Spirit. So one thing we know is they're sealed. Another thing, they're wearing white because their robes are washed. And here's what Revelation says: they're washed in the blood of the Lamb. Let me ask you, are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Well, yeah, I am. Are you sealed by the Holy Spirit? Yes, I am. Do you see? It's the picture of you. You're the one that has been washed in the blood of the Lamb. And are you not clothed with righteousness? Are you not the righteousness of God? Well, yeah, I'm the righteousness of God too. Exactly. And what do we find them? They are before the throne of God. Doesn't Hebrews chapter 4 says, if you need help, come to the throne of grace to receive grace and mercy. When you pray, are you not coming to the throne room? Well, yeah, I am. Don't you get it? The 144,000 is a picture of you and I triumphant, and it's also a picture to encourage the church. Someone might say, but doesn't it say something about the Great Tribulation? Yes, verse 14. And they, who are they? They are those that came out of the Great Tribulation. And so people read this and say, well, that's a reference to the 7-year tribulation. No, it's not. Because didn't Jesus say, in this world, you shall have tribulation? Isn't tribulation something that all of us are going to go through as followers of Christ? Doesn't Paul say, everyone who wants to live godly shall suffer persecution? Are we not going through tribulation as a follower of Christ? Some people and some nations go through it more than others, but all of us face tribulation. He's referring again to us, not to some specific period that's off in the future after the rapture takes place. No, this word was meant to encourage a church that was suffering incredible persecution. At this time, you have so much persecution taking place. Christians are being killed. Some are being beheaded. They remember Paul was beheaded. Peter was crucified upside down. And what do we find them? These that are beheaded, they're still worshiping God. And he's saying, listen, death could not hold them down. They are in the presence of God. And God is giving an encouragement that no matter what the beast tries to do, no matter how the world tries to persecute us, we are triumphant. And this is the message of the 144,000.